Hi and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today we're going to find out just how bad this honey season is going to be. Now, last week we went through the hives on the back row between myself and my wife and found out that there's pretty much no honey available. I might get a box, maybe two if I'm lucky and I dig through the frames. Well, today I want to go through the front row and see if anything's better. Now, I've got a lot of boxes stacked up here, and I did that in hopes that these girls would A, draw some comb out, and B, have some place to put all of the clover that was going to be coming in, because the clover was still out there. But now the clover is turning brown, and I think that flow's about done, and my flow usually ends about the middle of June, so it's winding down right now, and I just hope that I can get a harvest. So anyways, let me get my gear on, my smoker lit. We're going to dive into these hives and see just how bad it's going to be. All right, so this may be a glove day, because yesterday we filmed the back row and it was a glove day. My wife got her first sting. It was awesome. I mean, honey, if you're watching this, it wasn't awesome that you got stung, but you need to get stung so you know how to deal with the bees, and so you are not shocked the next time it happens. So she got stung, and now she's an official beekeeper because that was her first sting ever getting in the beehives. I'm hoping that we've got some nectar in at least one of these boxes. Maybe I should start with my gloves. I'm going to start with my gloves on today. This is going to be a glove day, just because I don't want to get stung. It's Memorial Day right now. I'm going to go cook out later, and I don't want stings on my hands. It won't be good. By the time you see this, it will be 2 weeks after Memorial Day, but that's okay. Now, I expect this box to be almost empty because it was freshly added. Hello. We do have some girls in it. That is a good sign. All right, ladies. This is the moment of truth. Are you going to meet the challenge for the harvest this year? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that have been pulled. Those 4 have nothing on them. Okay, this one is already feeling light. Oh no. Completely empty. So the top half is capped, the bottom half it's completely empty. There's not a drop of nectar in it. The good news is there's no brood in it. They don't even have propolis in place here. Okay, same situation here. The top is full, capped, the bottom is empty with nothing in it. All right, well, that was uneventful, but that's kind of what I expected. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be lucky if I get 1 bucket of honey this year. And then I've got a lot of feeding to do. Now, let's see what we have happening here. I mean, honestly, I don't need all these supers. I can pull a super off of here. They're just not gonna need it. I was hoping that when the clover came out, they were gonna start filling it up gangbusters and making up for lost time, but I've got empty comb here. Okay. We have a little bit of honey in there. Nothing's capped. Nothing at all. This is a bust. Okay, we have some weight here. Okay, this one is full of honey on both sides. So that's a plus. I'm happy there's no brood in it. So that's a decent one. Well, one side is completely capped. The other side, well, it's coming along. So it looks like between all the frames and all of the boxes that I've got on this hive, I will get exactly 1 box of honey. Okay, this is got nectar both sides, not capped, but at least there's no brood in it. A little bit capped on that side. That side's fully capped, but this is old honey. This is from last year. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to remove anything that's not drawn. I'm going to try to create a single, well, 2 boxes here. So put that there. We'll put that there. It's a nice one they're working on. We will put it right there. And that's a nice one they're working on. We will put it right there. All right, that's as I feared. This is a bust as well. We'll go on to the next one. All right, let's hope that this one's better. I have a feeling it will be. Crynoc bees have never let me down. Here we go. Okay, that's a good sign. The hive is slamming. Let's just look here first. Okay, they've got, these two frames are drawn. There's nothing happening in those 5 and nothing happening there. So we've only got 2 frames. When the Crynoc bees disappoint, you know there's a nectar issue. All right, here we go. Okay, this is my my hopes for a box that I can harvest. Now I'm not pulling boxes today. These girls are working it. Now I've put some sugar syrup on a dish on the back porch just to see if the bees would come to it. Usually when they come to the hummingbird feeder or to sugar syrup on the back porch, like a little dish of it, that tells me that there's nothing left in the wild, because as long as there is nectar in the wild, they will fly right over feed, right over sugar syrup. The great pink hope. That's what we're going to start calling the Crynoc bees, the great pink hope, because if they don't have anything, nobody's got anything. And we've got some nectar capped on both sides here. This frame is full of nectar. That's a good thing. So if I can get 2 boxes from the back and 3 boxes from the front. Oh yeah, that's a nice frame. That's a really nice frame, both sides. Yeah, the Crynoc bees they're working it to see how they're doing. Oh, that's a beautiful frame on both sides. It's a lot of nectar, a lot of honey. It's capped. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Now that's a thin frame. That's just thin because the one next to it's a fatty. A big fat fatty. That's the way I like my frames. Ugh. That is another wonderful frame. Both sides in pretty good shape here. This one is good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to give these girls one of these mediums that have mostly drawn comb. So my hope is that the Crynoc bees can fill this up. I mean, we've got a lot of comb that is in better shape than the comb in that deep. So hopefully they can do something with it. And I'll start by saying I'm not expecting anything from this hive. This is all empty with the exception of 1 frame. The rest of them are not even drawn out. Let's see how their 1 frame is, and maybe it's worth keeping on here, maybe it's not. Okay, well, it's filled with honey. It does have some nectar in it on both sides. So I tell you what, if there is a frame in the bottom super that is weak, I'll just replace it with that one and we'll be done here. Well, the good news is that I think they have a full super here. Okay, we'll just we'll pull one from the middle. Looks full from the top anyways. Okay, well, these girls have made something, so it looks like we're going to have 2 boxes to harvest so far on the front row, because they all look just like that one. All right. I'll take it. I will take it. We'll get 1 more, and then we'll just move on to Juno. All right. Yep. On both sides. All right. The whole box is like this, so I will take it. I mean, they're not the fullest of frames, but they're frames, and they've got honey in them. You girls can have that box back to put anything you can find in it. All right. Let's see what Juno's up to. All right, so I'm not expecting a lot from this hive. FYI BTW, this is acronym day. Not really. So in this hive, we have a bunch of nothing. Oh my gosh, this is the worst. My first year of beekeeping with only 2 hives produced more honey than we are producing this year. What does that tell you? A big nothing here. We have 1 frame of honey here. We have another frame of honey. They're not capped yet, but full. capping on that side. We have, it's got nectar in it on both sides. Not much else happening there. At least there's no brood. I mean, it could be worse. It could be brood because I'm not running queen excluders, so there could be brood mixed in there, and I'm happy there's not. And then they are just now starting to fill this. So far, they're all flops. I mean, Krynock is going to give me one in the purple hive. Well, they're going to give me one too. So we got 2 guaranteed boxes so far from the front row. That with the 2 that we have from the back row, we're getting 4 boxes of honey so far. And my hope and my dream is that at least one of these last 4 hives will have another box or 2 of honey. That way I'll get 6 boxes of honey. The other bee yard is not going to produce anything this year. All right, so this is the hive that had the swarm. This was the overflow hive. So I might actually do a full inspection on this one just to see if they've got a queen. So all we want to do is see if they have a queen. Okay, we have absolutely nothing going on in the top box. Okay, it looks like we may have a full box of honey here. All right, this is a beautiful frame. Oh, but the one next to it is loaded with brood. So I guess that's a good thing. That means we have a laying queen. Let's look here. Yes, look at that. Fresh brood. We even have eggs in here. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I wonder if that queen is on this frame up here. Let me pull this out and look at it again. You have a good look at it. This frame is, I mean, it's janky. It was in another hive on the back row yesterday, and it's just gross. I pulled it, but it had a little bit of brood on it, so I threw the brood in here. There's our queen. There she is. Look at that. She's a beauty. She's right there. She's a big fat fatty already. I love it. I love it. You're gorgeous. I'm not even going to paint you. You just go on down there and do your thing. I'm not even going to paint you today. We'll paint you later, after the harvest. Now see, that is how it should look. That queen was fat. She was beautiful. She's laying up a storm. Heck, I just threw that frame of comb in there yesterday, and she's laying all over it. I love it. Surprised me. Okay, this hive's very busy up here. Oh, and honey is just breaking loose. Okay, this hive is making me happy already. Okay, this box is full. I don't even want to go through it, because if I go through it, I'm going to tear open some more honey because they've got honey everywhere. Excellent. What we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and go down one and see what else they've got for me. This box is full. This hive has made me very, very happy. All right. You must be a descendant of the Krynock bees. Holy moly. Yep, this box is full. That said, it does have some brood in it because we just broke some brood open here, some drone comb, and I saw some drone comb on the bottom when I lifted the back of that box, so we know that the queen is laying in there, but it's mostly honey. I'm gonna be able to harvest that box. Okay, first thing I want to do is anger the bees. I want to get this out of here. That was a very nice frame. That was a nice present from this hive. Love seeing that right off the bat. My fear is that these girls might want to swarm. If their hive is that full. All right, what do we have here? We have brood. We have a ton of brood right there. And there. Okay, that's all been laid. I can see milk brood down in the bottom. She is doing what she needs to do. She must be a descendant of the Krynock girls. I forget where I got her from, which hive. I mean, she was a split because if you remember, this hive earlier in the year was one of the worst hives that I had. And then we gave them a queen from another colony, or a queen cell, and it just it started booming. And this is all, okay, we have eggs in here. All right, what do we have here? This one here stuck in there good, which means I'm going to be breaking honey apart. Oh, there we go. And solid brood. Look at that. Wow. Love it. I mean, that's just fantastic. That's a great pattern. She's doing a fantastic job. This is a first-year queen, though, so this is what you would expect. I think she was probably one of the first queens I marked this year because this was the first hive that needed a queen this year. I have to go back and watch my videos to see exactly when it happened. But I remember it swarming and they left almost nobody in the hive. Okay, there we go. Another full frame. Love it. The big thing I'm worried about with this hive is I don't want them to swarm. This is a great colony. I want them to stay being a great colony. Oh, I forgot. I have something in this hive that I put in this hive a while ago. I have another invention down here. I forgot about it. Let me, I'm gonna dip to black and be right back. You're not gonna see this because it's not ready for prime time yet, but I do have to check it. Okay, we're back. I took it out and I'm going to give them a fresh frame. But let me tell you that what I have, I'm going to say it, I invented it. What I invented is working wonderfully. Wonderfully. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close this up. Fantastic. Maybe I should give this one 2 bricks. Wow. All right, well, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so the last time I was in here, this was a very, very, very busy hive. And I'm hoping that they've got at least 1 box of honey here. I gave them a deep in hopes that they would fill up a deep. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I should have not done that, but let's have a gander inside of this monster. Now again, we're not operating with queen excluders here, so there could be laying anywhere in this hive. Okay, we have honey. We have honey here, 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 and here. This frame is being drawn out, and I think this frame is being drawn out. Okay, yep, that's a honey box. Love it. Okay, the green hive gave us one to harvest. What do we have in here? We have honey, honey, drawing it out. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 frames out of this box here. It's not a lot, but it's something. All right, and what do we have in here? Drawing it out, full, full, full. Drawing it out, completely empty. Let's look at the one in the middle here and see what we can see. Let's see what these girls are doing with these deeps. Hello, ladies. Let me have a look. It's heavy. Okay, it is. Okay, it is honey. They're used to be brood. They're backfilling it. I will take that. They're doing the same thing here. And the same thing here. Okay, so this is a honey box. The queen's not in here. She must be down below, so we're gonna let her do what she's doing down below. We're gonna get out of this hive. That was a quick one. Back on. And you know what, I've got to have a look. I've got to know what we're looking at here. Oh yeah, that is a very full frame on both sides. It's overdrawn. I love it. The one next to it's full as well. Okay, so we have a couple of nice frames. Two really nice frames in this box. Oh, then we got a lot of nice frames in this box. Wow. Okay. All right, one more hive and we're done. I'm going to warn you now, the red hive was very, very weak last time I was in it, so I don't expect a whole lot from the red hive. All right, let's hope we get at least 1 box out of this hive. See if we can hear a roar here. Oh yeah, they are a-roaring. All right, now I said this last week, and I'm going to reiterate it today. And, you know, any of you other southern beekeepers, Mike Berry, Mr. Ed, you know, Rawls, any of you southern beekeepers, Bruce's Bees over in Alabama, When that freeze hit us, did it wipe out your hive beetles? I've only had a handful of hive beetles this year. I mean, usually by this time I'm swimming in them. And this year, there's just not a lot of hive beetles. That box is still light. This box, on the other hand, okay, this one they're drawing. This one they're drawing. The rest of them look pretty good. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. You'll notice no hive beetles this year. None. I've seen maybe between this apiary and the Bee Castle bee yard, I've seen maybe 4. Okay, this is filled with honey. It's full of honey. It's not capped yet. You can tell that it's the golden nectar in there. Let's pull a couple more just to have a look. Get a flavor of what's going on here. Okay, that is another. Oh, look at, we tore some open there. Yikes. But that's both sides. So it looks like we're going to be able to harvest this box. Okay, so I think altogether, if we are lucky, I mean, if we're really lucky, we might be able to assemble 6 mediums worth of honey this year. That's full. The next one's full. I don't like dripping honey into their hive. That one's full. They're capping it. That is a wrap. All right, well, there you go, the end of another adventure. Now, we did manage to get through every single hive in this apiary between yesterday and today, and yesterday is the video you saw last week. So we were able to get through every single hive in the apiary, and it looks like we're going to be able to eke out maybe 6 boxes of honey. I was hoping that we would get more, but it looks like it's going to be about 6 boxes of honey. It's better than nothing, but it's nowhere near what I'm used to getting. But this has been a tough season for the bees. It's been a tough season for me and everybody around, especially if you're a beekeeper down here in the south. I think you folks up north are going to fare a lot better than we did down here this year, because we had a freeze that came in here right at the opportune moment and killed all of our nectar-bearing flowers, and we're left with clover honey here, and my clover is now starting to dry up. So my harvest is coming soon, but this season has been a bust. So there you go, and there you have it. Oh, also, we have a great queen in the blue hive, a great hive in the white hive. I mean, we need to name a queen. I don't know what to name the queen. I generally don't name my queens, but we do have Juno, and we do have the Crynoc queen. So we have room for one more, and I'm going to, based on what you saw, I'm going to let you name the queen. So throw your suggestions down in the bottom. Let's give her a great name that kind of rolls off the tongue, a little bit of alliteration. I don't know. Make it sound good. Make it fitting of her accomplishment there. So there you go, and there you have it. Anyways, with all of that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun. So with all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.